Hi, Waypoint friends. Today I'm going to read and reflect on a verse from the Psalms. And this is Psalm 105, verse 4. Look to the Lord in his strength. Seek his face always. You know, each week I go to the gym a couple times. I've got plenty of different machines to work on, and I do my strength training. But no matter how much time I spend at the gym and how much weights I lift, my strength is limited. I'm human. I'm only going to be so strong. But this verse says to look to the Lord in his strength. And when we're talking about God's strength, we're talking about the God who spoke the universe into existence. And he's the God who defeated death. His strength is limitless. He is all powerful. And so to choose between relying on my strength or looking to the Lord's strength should be a no-brainer. Obviously, we should choose to rely on the Lord's strength, and yet so often I have to rely on my own strength. And really the only excuse for that is pride. I let my own pride get in the way of allowing God to work. I look throughout the Bible and I see examples, though, of people who didn't rely on their own strength, who recognized their own weaknesses, and they relied on God. They looked to the Lord for their strength, and God was able to do amazing things through them. I think of Moses when he was leading the Israelites out of Egypt, and they came to the Red Sea, and Moses relied on God's strength to split the sea and allow the Israelites to cross through on dry land. I think also of Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego when they knew their human limitations and they relied on God's strength to withstand the flames and the fiery furnace. So God is able to do powerful things when we look to the Lord's strength. The end of this verse says to seek his face always. And when I read that, I think of surrender, complete surrender. Our focus should be completely on the Lord, relying on him, acknowledging our shortcomings, our limitations, and surrendering ourselves fully to him. And I think when we do that, when we look to his face, when we acknowledge our own limitations, when we rely on his strength and completely surrender, I think there's a peace in that. It's no longer us relying on ourselves, no longer letting our pride get in the way, but being at peace knowing that the God who created the universe, the one whose strength is limitless, is in charge, and it's his will that's in control. Friends, I hope that this was encouraging for you. Have a great week, Waypoint.